guys, this is that sim guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're a brand new game that was just released a couple of weeks ago, and that's Railroads Online. It is currently early access, so some bugs might be touchy, might even have a few issues. Who knows? Let's dive in. This is the first time I've ever played this game. I have no idea, and right away, off the bat, I can see that there's two options. The first option is host a server and find a server. I have no idea why they have this, but I'm just gonna pretty much have a look at hosting a server. Because why would I want to join someone else's? So server name, I'm just gonna call this that sim guy. Actually no, I'm actually gonna think of another name. What can I call it? You know what? I'm just gonna call it this. I'm just gonna password. So as you can see, I've got no game save there. I'm just gonna hit stop. Straight away, it starts to load. This is the first time I've actually used this. It's the first time I've actually played this game. I don't even know what I'm gonna get myself in. Here's hoping that it's actually a good game. So, first off the bat, let's see what we can do. So, oh, hello. So, I can move around with my mouse as I oh, hello. What's this? Well, I'm not going to pretend I don't know anything about logos, but that looks like a 040. It's an 040. It's what we call an overhead water tank locomotive. This one is weird. Very rare you come across these, especially in Europe. But this looks like an American design. I'd say early 1860s, maybe 1870. But I'm actually surprised that works. See what buttons do. So I know that some buttons do something. Ooh. The WASD is to go back and right. Q and D does R does that look like a lean? Loco is a guide here. It's a lean. It's a lean button. This is cool. Got a lean button. Okay. Also, see map. That's big. I wouldn't have expected it to be that big. That's actually kind of bigger than I thought. I did read on the actual description that it is 16 kilometers by 16 kilometers, which is around 10 miles by 10 miles. So that's actually kind of big. Look at all these places. So you've got the freight depot, which is where apparently I am. You've got the sawmill, the logging camp, the iron field, the iron works refinery, iron ore mine, coal mine, and smelter. Okay, so we've got all of those locations. Okay, let's up and down. F. No, that's G. Okay, so we've got a construction menu, and to access that, you press G. So we have rails. Here we have bridges, facility, groundwork, logging. Motive? We'll come back to that in a minute. Just curious on what I can actually do right. The rails? Okay, so we got all of these types of rails. So you've got a 3-foot rail. I'm pretty sure that doesn't actually, pretty sure this can't be, but who am I to judge? You got right for those who don't actually know what this is, it's referred to as railroad switch, or for my simplicity, I'm just going to call points. They are referred to as switch, but railroad points, switches, they're both the same. So switch right. Oh, I see. So the difference is the location of this little device here, which switches the points. Yeah. So this shows you the different points, locations of the points. So you can have a switch right. So what that means is you can have a switch here, lever here, or the lever here. Same with the left. Instead of going to the right, it will go to the left. I have no idea what that is. I'll have a look at that. So water tower, downtown, fireworks. Oh, sure, it's to that. I don't know what this is for. Let's go and have a look at locos. So according to this is a tier 1 made by Bodie and Benton, 8-ton, 1885. This is a 3-foot gauge, so it's narrow track. Weight is about 7,000 pounds. Brake type, log steel pipe. Apparently we can actually add a name and a number. Okay, black car. This is a Bodie and Benton 8-ton, 1885. It's basically a modified version of this. Exact same. The only difference is this modified to this. So this goes to lumber. Okay, I think that says raw iron. Lumber, raw iron, rail beam. I think that's the freight type. Sorry guys, I know this looks stupid, but this is the first time I've actually played this game. So, bear with me please. So this is another version. It's 8-ton again. These are all 8-ton by the way. 1885. This is a 3-foot gauge, which is this big. This is, however, really weird because this states, and here's the difference. Okay, this is this, and this is just basically a added slats to the sides, a bit cross section. This weighs 200 pounds more than this. I don't understand how that's possible. Who am I to judge it? Anyway, this can carry woodwood or oil barrel. I think that's what prevents the oil barrel rolling. Hopper, Bodie and Benton, 18-ton, 1886. So this was a year later after this was designed and built. Pretty sure I can move this. Oh yeah. So this was built in 1885, and this was built a year later. The idea behind this one was to move oil, I believe logs and oil barrels from A to B. This is to move iron ore and coal. Okay, so iron ore and coal is two of the most fundamental things you need in a game in order to get the biggest thing out of it. So this is oil. This is crude oil. As you remember, we saw the oil field. I'm pretty sure this goes there. Sure. Again, this is made by Boaty and Benton. This is a model for 3100, and it was built in 1889. This is 3-foot gauge, and this weighs the most at 30,200 pounds. This is actually the heaviest car on the actual game at this current moment in time. This is a boxcar. I really have no idea why they've got boxcars like this, but I'm not the one to judge. So this is a 3-foot gauge. This is a 16,800 pounds, and this takes crate tools. Okay, who am I to judge? This is made by. So this is the only one that's not made by the same company as Bodie and Benton. Okay, so this was made by DNRG. Okay, I think that's Denver and Rio Grande. Rio Grande, Burnham Shops. I think that's the actual company that made this. This is a Class 3A 4500 series, built in 1880. It's 3 foot wide. That's the. By the way, that gauge refers to the track. So each track, most tracks you see these days is a standard gauge of 5 foot. These are 2 foot narrower. So we can add names, all that. Oh wait, I've just noticed. There's tiers. Now, why is there tiers? Let me know in the comments if you found out why. This is one of the very first of the locos, because this is a car. This goes back to 1, so I'm presuming this is loco. This is power type, unknown. Builder, airbags. Model A, build is 1880. Should really be build here. If I can get hold of the other, I'll ask him why you built it. You're build year sounds better than build date. Because there's no date on it. It's only a year. Wheel arrangement is an 00220 or a 220. Doesn't really matter. As far as I'm concerned, it looks more like an 040. Weight is 600 pounds. So 4 men can lift this off the track. That's how light it is. Fuel type is nil, because technically it's only got full track. Boiler pressure is unknown, because it has no PSI. It's got no boiler. Directive effort. This is basically the amount of energy needed to get it from A to B. This is 3,372 pounds per square foot. Of course, you can create with this with these. So let's go on. Oh, hello. So it's called a porter. Okay, so it's made by so it's actually a porter. That's the reason why I knew roughly what it was, and I wasn't far off. So the build date actually does say 1875, which is actually ironic because I don't actually look too much into steam locomotion. It's been a while since I've done it, but still. Model is Type B. Its builder was HK Porter and Company. Power type steam. Wheel arrangement is 040. 040. Gauge 3 foot. Weight is 20,000 pounds. Fuel type is wood. What happened to coal? We need coal on a steam locomotive. Random. Boiler pressure is 120 psi. Okay. Of course, you can modify it. Oh, hello. You can add a light to it. Please. Shame you can't add a smoke. I know the designs are weird and funky, but go on. Oh, hello. So this is a upgrade. So it's so that's Type B. That's also a Type B. What's the difference? It's got 2 wheels at the back, and it's got an outback at here. Supposedly for safety. No. So the difference between this and this is that it's literally 3,000 pounds heavier. Just with that. That's amazing. 3,000 pounds right there. Really. So both have the tractive effort of 6,110 pounds per foot. Even the prices. This one cost me 2,900. This one cost me 3,200. I suppose that coincides with pounds. 3,000. Yeah. $300 difference. Wow. Ooh. I'm not even going to ask why it's called a climax. Don't ask. Please don't even mention jokes in the comments, because I will have someone remove them because it's inappropriate. I have no idea why it's called a climax. I think it's max climb and effort, but I have no idea. I think it's climbing axle, because it climbs steep gradient of hill. Well, I have no idea. This builder is Climax Manufacturing Company, whoever they are. Model is Class B28. Build date is in 1905. So that was built in 1905. Wheel arrangement is an 0440. 0440. Gauge 3 foot. Weight 6,000 pounds. That's how much. Fuel type is wood. Pressure is 160 psi. Performance. Tractive effort is 8,990 pounds. Foot. Of course, you can figure it. Wow. $5,650. And note that's tier 3. So, wow. You can actually modify these. You can actually change all of these. I'm sorry, but that looks like some Indian stuff right there. So I can actually go inside. This actually does look amazing. I wouldn't like to be smoked near, I'll tell you. Let's see what we can do for heck. Just out of curiosity. Oh, oh. So let's have a look at the tires. So, as I just said, it's Heisler. Its power is steam through the Heisler motor. And before some of you say, how the hell do you know that's there? I was looking at some of the reviews, and it actually stated it in the actual thing, so I wasn't actually sure where it was. I did say somewhere around tier 4, so. Bearing in mind that's tier 3, I would have expected to see this here. I would be really shocked. Speechless. Model is 37836. Why did they come up with so many weird numbers just to describe a locomotive? Why can't you just say a word like, oh look, this is a Heisler. This is a Model XYZ. It does this job. Gets you from A to B fast as possible, in the least amount of time and with the most amount of effort. This is what we refer to in a business as low high speed, high torque. This will pull a train that you've never seen before. It can even pull a 30-car train. Mate, I'll be right there signing the papers straight away. No, not really. But still, not the point. Isn't it amazing how much these cost? $5,650. obviously the money back then didn't actually go far, because that's not a lot of money compared to what it is today. If you were to buy one of those, you're looking at least a minimum of $250,000. Now to then, that's a big difference. From 4 figures to 6 figures, possibly even more. This is an 04. Let's get back to this. This was built in 1889. So this was built 4 years after this one. Wheel arrangement is an 0440. So 0440. Weight is 72,355 pounds. That's a heavy beast. Considering that's 56,000, that's a beast. Fuel type is wood. Boiler pressure 60, so 160 as well. But as you can see, the tractive effort here is lower. Okay, so this one is 8,990 pounds per square foot. This one is 11,240 pounds per square foot. That's a lot of. That is a lot of performance right there. Of course, we can customize it. But guys, just remember, okay, I am only going through this. I'm not actually going to play the game just yet. I'm going to have a look at this, then I'm going to start playing it. Maybe in the next episode, who knows. So this is the unstable stuff. I would have thought this would have had. No, this doesn't have any modification. That's about it. It's sad, but it is what it is. So here we got a Cook Mobile. Now I do know about this train. This train is one of the best locomotives ever created, and its sister, which is referred to as locomotive. Some of you don't know this. They used the sister of this was used as the Back to the Future steam engine, which is the Pacific 131 locomotive. The only difference between this one and that one is this one is a 260. That one was a 480. So it had an extra set of wheels here and a set of wheels here. So this one, and not only that, that's standard gauge. This is 3-foot gauge. So here, this has got a tractive effort of 9,300 pounds per square foot. Its weight is wow, 127,260 pounds per square foot. Oh, sorry, pounds. My bad. Being special. That's just. That's wow. It was built in 1881. Cook Mobile does not have a model number because it's called the Mobile. Cook, the actual company that made it. Mobile is its name. So let's go and have a look. Smokestacks. So smokestack, that's normal. That to me would look like a normal locomotive. But as you get, that looks more like a locomotive. America. Headlight. Change that too. That's a big difference. Right there. Oh, but it doesn't just change here, it changes here. See? It changes here too. They both change. That's nice. Of course, with the price package, base $300. So here we've got T and RG Class 70. This is very well known as the Denvo and Rio Grande Class 70 locomotive, so referred to as the C19. But please do not mistake it, as the Class 70 came first from the C19, which was built. The Class 70 came later on due to reasons during the war. Some of them were scrapped. And of course, this was one of the surviving relics. So we actually have the specifications right here of what it is. So NRG Class 7, power type steam, builder is Baldwin Locomotive Works. Model 10-2662. Build date is 1881. Wheel arrangement 280. 280. They don't ever, they never ever count in the tender. Weight is 27,260 pounds. So what is the difference between this and this? Because by size reference, this is lighter than this. I have no idea why that weighs so little. Looking at that, then looking at that, you can see straight away that you could look smaller. This. Hey, hey. I think they've got. I think someone's played around with something by putting in something that doesn't sound right or look right. Again, boiler pressure is 130. This is also 130. Tractive effort is 11,690 pounds per square foot. Hook is only 9,300 pounds per square foot. So we're gonna forget all this a minute. Apparently, you can actually name the locomotive. I don't know. I suppose. Oh no, there's a tender set. We'll have a look at that later. I'm only here just to have a look at this. So smokestack. So there's the normal. There's the normal. There's the upgrade. There's the. I wish there was more option. So this is. Nah, I prefer. So. Oh, and this is called. So Eureka was made by Baldwin, the same people that created DNRG 7. Was model number is 8-18C. Build date is 1875. So this was built in 1881. This was built 6 years earlier, I suppose. Yeah, 6 years. This was built 6 years earlier. This is an 440. Remember, we don't count the tender. This is a 3-foot gauge. Weight is 24,100 pounds. Full type is wood. Boiler pressure is 120 inside. Tractive effort is 5,600 pounds per square foot. Smokestack that has no modifications. Oh hello, we can place flags. Or we can have none. Oh, suppose that. Okay. So that's really strange, but yeah, that's about it. So for now, that out. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna stop the. You know, I think we should start off fresh look. Once we get back in, we'll have a look.